Good evening, everyone. This is Noah Britton of the Business Efficiency webinar. Today is Friday, October 27th, and we just ended a nice little introduction into Lastpass, a piece of software to manage your passwords and be more secure online. Please watch this 10-minute video on how to set up Lastpass. So Lastpass is a free piece of software that works on your phone. It works on the browser. It's actually integrated into the major browsers, and it just allows you to generate passwords and to store them and not have to memorize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us first through signing up for LastPass through a browser, and I'll also actually emulate my phone. I'll put this phone on the screen here and show you guys how to do it there too. But it's the same thing, right? Like LastPass itself, all the passwords are stored in the cloud, and you have one master password that then gives you access to all of these other passwords. Now it sounds scary, right? Because what if somebody hacks your master password? What if somebody hacks LastPass? All of a sudden, all your information is theirs. And there's actually a very simple way to get around that. It's called two-factor authentication. And all that really means is that in addition to you having to type in your master password, the one password you have to remember, it will send you a text to your phone. And you'll have to enter in the text that you get on your phone to also gain access. It's called two-factor authentication. But enough of that, enough of theory. Let's actually do it. So don't worry about doing this on your browsers, right? I recommend you guys put everything down and just get your focus right on the screen here, because I'm recording this, and I'll be providing this for you guys so you can set this up on a separate time. But it should take, I don't know, 8 minutes. Let's see if we can do 8 minutes. It is 6:34. Everybody ready? Ready to do this? I'm so ready. Okay, let's click on Get LastPass Free on lastpass.com. So the first thing it's going to have you do is add what's called an extension to your browser. And all it is a little piece of software on your browser. And I'm just going to click, and you can see 25,000 people have given it 5 stars, and has 6.6 million people that are using this. So obviously a very, very common piece of software. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add Extension. So do some little magic here to install this onto the browser here. You can see down here it says adding to Chrome. Usually actually doesn't take this long to add extensions. You can see actually up here on the upper right hand corner, I have a lot of different extensions on my browser, because I do a lot of things with web development. I need to have a lot of cool tools. All right, it says you're almost done. Okay, so it says LastPass has been added to Chrome. And if you had Firefox, same thing. You'd go to you'd view this page on Firefox. It would add it to your Firefox. If you're using Internet Explorer, then we have more problems to talk about than just LastPass. But it would do the same thing. You could still use it with Internet Explorer. All right. So okay, use this extension by clicking this icon, is what it says. All right. So I'm going to do that. There it is. These 3 dots. I'm going to click it, and it says, "Let's get started with your email." Okay. So I think I'll use my old school Hotmail account for this. So I'm signing up as a new user because you guys will all be doing this too. So I'm going to put in my email address, and I'm going to create an account. Now, it's going to ask me, what is this master password? What is this super master password that I'm going to use? And so my recommendation for this master password is, it's not going to be like this. It's not going to be something like that, because that's just, you can't memorize that. But it could be like dog Susan is awesome. And this looks strange, right? It's a password with spaces in it. It has capitalization in it. And I'm actually going to use that. I'm going to go, my dog Susan is awesome, with spaces in between it, which each one being capital. So let me just do that. Okay, and then it says password hint. I'll say my puppy. Okay. So it's going to set up this account for me real quick. It's refreshing. Okay, perfect. So it says, welcome to LastPass. Let's get started. So we have this now installed in our browser, and there's nothing really special about it yet. I'm actually going to click on these 3 dots. Okay, yeah, that's good. These 3 dots to open up my vault. So I've clicked on these 3 dots in my vault, and there's nothing in here, right? There's nothing, because we haven't saved any passwords yet. Join free for a month. Let's sign up for Netflix.
for a month. It's probably like the worst example ever because they're probably going to want to charge my credit card. All right, so we're going to create an account. Now, you'll see these little 3 dots here. So anytime you create an account or anytime you try to sign in from now on within a browser, you'll see these 3 dots, and these are the Lastpass dots. And if I click on it, it says, oh, there's no passwords for this website, which makes sense. But I actually want to generate one. So I'm going to click on this little circle, and here's my password. So I'm going to go ahead and it's generating this for me. And anytime you sign up for a new account, it's going to generate this random password. And there's actually some options for it. I like to pump my option up to 16 characters, and I'll put symbols in there as well. Okay, so now it's really crazy. Look at this password. Nobody's going to be able to memorize this password. So I'll hit refresh to show you here's some other examples. And I'll just pick one of these, and I'll create the account. And what you'll see right away is that, well, Google, like Chrome wants to save this password, which I'm not going to do, but LastPass wants to as well. So anytime you sign up for an account, it'll say, the first time you do it, it'll say, do you want to add this to your account? So I'll say add. Okay, perfect. So now I'm just going to exit out of this. And now when we look at LastPass, we see it actually has now, it's storing my password for Netflix. So I can go into it and I can see what that password is. But more importantly, when I go to Netflix the next time, so when I go to sign in, it's going to automatically detect and say, hey, you have LastPass, and let's go ahead and get you signed in. And this password, again, is so crazy, nobody's going to be able to remember it. So that's the gist of it. That's it. The version that allows you to do the 2-factor authentication, it may be the Pro version, which is $2 a month. It looks like $25. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into my phone, copy and pasting that crazy password from my note-taking application. Then I want to show you guys on the screen here. It's kind of not really working so great. It says Google Authenticator, right? So I've put in my crazy password, but it's still not letting me in, which is great because I have this 2-factor authentication turned on. And to get that, I open up another app called Google Authenticator, which gives me some numbers, right? It's almost like a little text number. They're cycling every 60 seconds. Then I just take that number, 736619, and I authenticate it like one time, and then it lets me into all of my sites on the phone. So, and then here you are. There's like a bunch of, sorry about the reflection. There's a bunch of all my 700 and something sites there. So again, that's like super, like 3rd level security stuff. So really, that's it. I don't want to go on too long about this, but LastPass is just really the only way to make yourself secure online as far as the passwords go, because it allows you to have unique passwords per website, and you can't memorize them. They're just too difficult to memorize. And there's lots of different websites that also let you do 2-factor authentication. Gmail, for example, or Facebook. You can make it so that anytime you log into Gmail or Facebook or thousands of other kinds of websites, that you must also receive a text and then enter in that text in order to get into that website. It's just another layer of security for your more sensitive accounts. But it does make you reliant on your phone, right? If you don't have your phone, you're pretty much screwed. So there we are. Thanks, guys. And I'll put this up and invite you all to the next webinar series, probably in about 10 days. I think the subject is going to be either how to run projects or how to have a kick-ass to-do list. Thanks so much. Bye.